Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well out there for the most part. Listen, I'm not going to waste anyone's time, so I'm going to cut right to the chase. That way, you don't want to listen to what I have to say. At least I'll get the information out to you, and you'll have that. And if you don't listen to anything further, you don't have to. But before I do that, I just got done looking at an email that was sent to me by my friend Jenna, who I actually got to meet in person a few months ago at Ignited Church. And that was just a great gathering of a lot of God's people. Excuse me. And so it's good to meet people in person when you have the opportunity to. So it was really cool. But I appreciate her sending this to me because this is something I missed, and it's absolutely perfect. And I just posted it to my community page, and it is a video from a call for an uprising, who I have been subscribed to for a long time now. I love his material. I love his his videos. The guy cracks me up, and he really puts the truth out there in a way that really makes you go, yeah, absolutely. So check that video out if you like, because I think he really puts things into perspective, and it makes a whole lot of sense. All right, so here's the intel, the info, whatever you want to call it. Last night, I get a message from a very close friend, someone that I trust implicitly. I'm in contact with them constantly. They send me a message that was forwarded to them by a woman whose nephew is in the military. Don't know the branch of service, but they are in, she claims he's in military intelligence, and she gets a phone call at 3 a.m. and he tells her, 3 a.m., okay? Sounds kind of important, somebody's getting called at 3 a.m. Anyway, he tells her that to get all essentials, food, water, everything that you need. And then he hits her with a bombshell. Shouldn't be real shocking, but it might be. He tells her that they are planning, I don't know who they are, but to plan for blackouts, nationwide blackouts from January 20th, Inauguration Day, to the 24th. That is the information. Can't give her anything further, doesn't tell her anything further, just to plan for blackouts from January 20th to the 24th. Now, to me personally, that makes a whole lot of sense. And here's why. Because January 20th is Inauguration Day, that makes sense. If they don't want this thing to happen, and they want to cause as much chaos as possible, and they don't want a new president to be inaugurated, and blah blah blah, and man, it sounds like a Tom Clancy novel wrapped up in a soap opera. But anyway, if that's what they want, and that's what they want to do, if that's what they're planning to do, then yeah, you put people in the dark, because darkness causes confusion. And I think that's why we've seen all those blackouts in Pakistan, and the Vatican and Italy and elsewhere, Germany and so forth. Because when you put people in the dark, you can perform tasks, especially special forces, night vision goggles, all that jazz, and you're able to confuse your enemy. And they're walking around and stumbling around, and they can't find, the hand in front of their face, see the hand in front of their face. So it makes a lot of sense to put people in the dark, cause a lot of confusion, and that way people can perform whatever tasks they want to perform. So if I'm trying to make light of this, I'm really not, because it pisses me off, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I find it kind of like a joke, to the extent that, how do I say it? Man, I can't even put it into words. Just that it's come down to this, to where I'm not going to get my way, so I'm going to do whatever I want to do, however I want to do it, and I'll destroy lives in the process, because I'm just a spoiled, selfish, rotten brat. Okay, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do, and I'll just, you know, put people under lockdown and put them in the dark, and, you know, and make their lives a living hell, because I'm not getting my way. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous from that aspect, and a lot of people are gonna suffer. People might even die, because this is a huge setup. And I know people out there, you know, because I see it, people posting it on my page and stuff, QAnon and you know, conspiracy theory, and everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame now, and, you know, and I'm just like, what in the world, man? Get back to the roots, get back to the word, okay? Read the Bible. This is Mystery Babylon. This doesn't end well, okay? No matter what is being planned, no matter what they decide they want to do, this doesn't end well, folks. Doesn't end well. We're going to be the ones that suffer. We will. So again, like I said many times before, don't get wrapped up in all this mess, this conspiracy theory, QAnon garbage, and whatever else. You know, I mean, listen, I believe in justice. I was a police officer, federal correctional officer. You know, one of my favorite verses in the Bible is Micah 6:8. You know, what do I expect of you, O man? To love mercy, to seek justice, and walk humbly with your God. So, I mean, I believe in justice, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's just, it kind of cracks me up that the people doing the arresting should probably be arresting themselves, you know, or maybe not, that's not fair. The people planning to do the arresting should probably be arresting themselves. So, anyway, that's the info, that's the intel. You know, I don't have much more to say on this. You know, people asking me all kinds of questions. Listen, I'm telling you everything I know. I'm not holding back. I will tell you this, I believe we should definitely pray for Georgia, the folks in Georgia, because I think what's going to go down is whenever this happens, whether it be this week or next week, doesn't have much time before the, you know, the inauguration, so it's going to have to happen pretty quick. And whenever this happens, I don't think everybody will get the emergency alert. I think the people in the contested states will get the emergency alert, and I think their states will suffer the most. Specifically Georgia, because they were the last one, and that was the one that gave, you know, the Senate over to the Democrats. So, according to the voting and so forth. So, I think the people in Georgia are about to suffer big time. So pray for folks in Georgia for sure. Because I think a lot of stuff is about to go down in Georgia. That's just my personal opinion. I just got a burden, let's put it that way, in my heart for Georgia. Because I got a lot of friends in Georgia, a lot of people I know in Georgia, Ignited Churches in Georgia. You know, so yeah, pray for Georgia for sure. But ultimately, it's we the people that are going to suffer, like I said. So get your things in order that you need to get in order, you know, for as long as you still have freedom to do it, as long as you're still able to go out and do it. Prepare for blackouts. You know, I believe this information is legitimate. You know, and, you know, people can believe the media, they can believe whatever they want to believe. Well, Reuters didn't report it. Who cares? The Associated Press didn't. Who cares? All right. I'm telling you guys the things that are being sent to me from families, from people that are being contacted by military members. And this is something I'm very, very familiar with. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this comes out of San Antonio, which to me is personally important because I lived in San Antonio for a long time. My dad was stationed there a couple times. You know, I lived on Fort Sam Houston on the post. I graduated from Cole High School on the post. So when things come out of San Antonio, my ears perk up. If I hear certain things like Fort Bragg, Camp Lejeune, Camp Pendleton, my ears perk up because I'm familiar with all those places. And so the fact that it comes out of San Antonio is very interesting to me because anybody familiar with Texas, especially San Antonio area, it is filled with military posts and bases. All of Texas, really. You know, so I think it's legit. I think the information is legit. You know, operational security is very important, and that's why he didn't tell her a whole lot. But people are concerned about their family. They're concerned, you know, in the military, you know, when I was in the same position, you know, you want to be able to tell your folks, your brother, you know, your grandparents, whatever things, but you can't. But you can't give away location, you can't give away operation secrets and so forth and so on. But you can at least, you know, inform people a little bit about what they could expect and what they, you know, should expect. And, you know, because you care for them, you love them. And that's what it boils down to. It's not about saving Babylon. It's not about saving the nation. It's not about saving the presidency for Trump. Good Lord. Come on, people. You know, well, we're going to change one dictatorship for another? Really? I mean, come on. Have you forgotten? He supports the Noahide laws. All right? He wants everybody vaxxed. You know, shut down the churches, shut down all this happened during the Trump regime, folks. All of it. You know, you can blame whatever governor you want to blame, okay? But the bottom line is, how about all the chemtrails? What, that couldn't have been stopped in the last 4 years? What about lock her up? Oh, really? So now, all of a sudden, now we're going to arrest everybody. Now we're going to get that revenge. Now we're going to put everybody in jail. What about the last 4 years? Come on. Wake up, folks. You're being set up. You're being set up for the kill. All right? So care about yourselves, care about your family, care about your loved ones, care about your fellow man. You know, do what you can to help each other out. You know, ultimately, serve the Lord your God. Love him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. And, man, don't get caught up in all of this mess. Just please. I mean, it's going to be us that suffers. It's going to be people going to jail that shouldn't need to go to jail. And if you never spent any time in jail, it's not a fun place. Trust me, I know. I worked in a prison. I saw horrible, horrible things. I saw people die there. I saw people get stabbed to death. It's not fun. I saw horrible things happen. Had to report on a lot of it. Had to break up a lot of it. It's disgusting. Why do you think I didn't work there for 20 years and retire? Because you can't handle it, man. It's horrible. You know, so, oh yeah, I'm going to go to jail for Trump. Okay. Good luck. You know, we're going to storm the Capitol in all 50 states. And okay. It's a setup, man. Watch the Call for an Uprising video. He lays it out perfectly. I just posted it. And if people want to know what's really going on, because I keep getting those questions, you know, what's going on? I don't understand. Go to whitehouse.gov. They're posting all the executive orders, everything that's being done. Stafford Act and everything else. They're posting it all right there. You just got to read it. You just got to research it. They're really not hiding it because they know people aren't going to read. They know people aren't going to research. They're expecting you to be in panic and fear and just, you know, do whatever they say. And on that extent, when ML does come down, or to that extent, when ML does come down and you do get a text alert or whatever and it tells you stay in your house, then stay in your house. Okay? You're supposed to have everything ready by then. People won't. They're going to panic. They're going to freak out. They're going to do whatever they want to do. But stay in your house. Okay? Because it's for your own protection and safety. They're not here for you, you know, but stay in your house. The Christian persecution will come later down the road. Okay? They're not here for you yet. Just stay in your house, you know, and that's why you're supposed to already have everything that you need. But prepare for blackouts. Get as much food and water as you can. The money out of the bank if you need to. Keep in mind, somebody reminded me of this. I had completely forgotten. Martin Luther King Day is Monday. So could there be a bank holiday, bank shutdown this weekend? Absolutely. Especially if they're planning a storming of all capitals, you know, in the different 50 states. Yeah, there could be a bank shutdown. So, you know, hey, get what money you need to out of the bank. It's very possible that they would shut everything down on Friday because the banks won't open on Monday anyway. And they're planning to storm the Capitol buildings this weekend, you know. So, you know, guys, what can I tell you? We're here. We've been here for a while. But now we're really, really here. And it's getting intense. So, anyway, I got to head in. Life continues on. Speaking of dark, I mean, I live in it for a few hours every morning. Can't see a darn thing. So I know what darkness is like and confusion is like, because the lighting is terrible out here. So people get hurt, I get hurt, because you can't see anything. So yeah, you definitely want to put people in darkness when you perform your task to cause as much confusion as possible. All right, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.